I'm here with George Hutchinson from the EAA Chapter 63. Welcome, George. Glad we finally got together and got to see your Bearhawk.
Nice.
Yeah. So how long did it take you to build this?
Started in, I don't know, it took 16 years. I think we started in 2006. So 16 years. Built four of them actually, and this is the second one to fly, and the third one is about ready to fly. So it's ready in about, well, it's ready anytime. We just need the final inspection.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a four-seater, so that's always going to take a little bit longer. Was that more challenging?
No, it doesn't matter if it's two-seater or four-seater. It's almost all the same work.
Yeah.
But we made a lot of jigs because we would make it four of them. So when you made the fuselage jig, we built the tops and the bottoms on the jig. Tops first, and then made four bottoms, and then we made some jig attachments and attached the top to the bottom, made tubes, and then you make one tube, you make four tubes.
Oh yeah,
So,
well, and it saves so much time in the long run, and for ribs and everything else, you put everything in a jig and you just keep on going.
Exactly. So it helped out that way. Stuff that wasn't built in the jig, like cowlings, they're all hand fabricated. Did them all myself.
Oh yeah.
We bought the nose bowl, but everything else is fabricated from sheet aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
Bought the windshield, made the windshield retainer here. This is all fiberglass laid in there.
All right, right. Yeah, we're looking at the Emerald. Our Emerald has, it doesn't have a fiberglass piece like this. I was thinking of fabricating one. It does have some sort of a rubber molded strip, but it's just held on by the paint.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's going to work.
No. This here, when I did mine, I put packing tape on there.
Right.
And then I just laid it up right on there. And then the packing tape doesn't stick.
Mm-hmm.
Fiberglass doesn't stick to it.
Right.
So then it's when it's all cured, then you just pluck it off.
Peel the
And
tape off.
then you sand it.
And then you use this 2-inch tape for that. That just comes in a roll.
No, just cut pieces out and laid them in.
Oh, the hard way. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so it was like out from here when I finished.
Uh-huh.
Because I wanted to make sure I had enough. And then you fine tune it down to where you think you need it.
Okay.
And then it fits properly, like it fits right exactly where it's supposed to, because that's the mold.
You put it right on there.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Yeah, I have seen that technique, and I think we'll try that out, see how it goes.
it works good.
Yeah. And you've got a transponder antenna I'm looking at.
No, that's ADSB.
Oh, that's your ADSB. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the transponder's back underneath there a bit.
Ah.
So it's got ADSB, and you put all the goodies in.
Mm-hmm.
So the radio package, you ever want to look at that?
Sure, let's have a look. Let's have a look inside.
You can go open the other door.
Look in the back.
The original airplane had two-piece doors. The top flipped up and the bottom went here and sort of laid against the strut. So we didn't really like that idea. We were thinking of floats. So then we changed it just to the gull-wing doors. We had to move the door sill up 1.5 inches from the original. Makes it a little bit tougher getting in for us old guys, but hey, it works.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of making your own airplane and building it yourself, is you can make modifications like that
Yeah.
where it makes sense. So that's a Dynon
Yep, Dynon. And
and Apple Aviation on the other
there's
side.
a map, moving map. That's a PFD.
Right.
And that's your engine. And you can get rid of anything, keep one of everything. There's a map. Or you can get rid of that, put the whole engine on there if you want. Or you can have all three. 2 comms.
Mm-hmm.
Got a flip-flop there, so I can flip-flop it here. I can change my frequency just by pushing that to 125.8.
Oh, right on the joystick.
Standby there.
Oh, that's nice.
And
Yeah.
then this one controls that one, so that's 118.5 and 123.2, which is Lincoln's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we put push-to-talk switches on our joystick for the Emerald, and I'll be happy if that works.
Yeah. I got
Keep it
push to talk
simple.
here. I got the frequency change. I got autopilot disconnect there. And then I got elevator trim here. and rudder trim there. You can see it right there on the gauge.
Oh yeah. And is that a constant speed prop?
Yes. See, now it's set up so that if it runs more than 4 seconds, it shuts it down. And then that's what the caution was. So you just let it go and then it can go again.
I can hear the trim motor, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's constant speed. IO 540 with a Hartzell constant speed prop on it. Also got a autopilot. That's my autopilot controller. So I can push heading.
And you're a fan of toggle switches. I like toggle switches too. They're solid, they work.
So you can change the heading here. So it doesn't go all squirrely. It's not flying, so it's not sure what it wants to do there. And then I'll call it disconnect. Disconnects.
That's great.
It tells you over the headset too.
Yeah, I can hear the headset talking away.
Yeah.
You've got a mount for a camera as well.
Yeah.
That's pretty cute.
I've recorded a few of them on there, and lots of times I keep forgetting to turn it on. So.
Oh. No, that's really nice.
Got a and air fuel selector in here, so it's locked off. You can go left, both, right, but you can't go off unless you pull this button up, and then it can go off. So
I see.
Help save it. Park and brake is here.
Nice and simple.
Yeah. Made my brake reservoirs up here.
Toe brakes on both sides. Yeah, I've seen that geometry where you have the brake reservoir mounted right on the
on
piece
master
itself.
cylinder.
Yeah. It saves trying to align everything when you're turning circles and stuff.
Yeah.
Much easier.
So two-place intercom. Mags, I got E-mags on there, so I can run it in standard mode, fixed mode, which is like a standard mag, or this one here is a variable mode. So it changes with RPM and manifold pressure, so you don't get detonation.
So a lot of guys are running one mag and then electronics for the second mag.
These are both electronic.
They're both electronic, okay.
Starts nice, runs nice. So my database is no longer current, so I got to update that. Made my own vents here.
Yeah,
Similar to Cessna, but they don't pull out.
Style.
I got a set screw in the bottom here, you can just see it, so it won't come out. And then you can turn this
Oh yeah.
defrost and back here, and then it locks in so there's no air.
Yeah, I'm always kind of afraid on flying a 172. You pull. How far do you pull it? Don't pull it too far.
These don't pull out. I put
Right. Yeah, I like your instrument lighting.
Now it's red for night, and then this is just. And then when you get the white on, my backlight comes on here, so I got light in the back seat. But just on the.
Oil pressure. Fuel pressure.
And these are all
So what's the empty weight?
1,532 pounds.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Yeah, that'll be higher than our gross weight on the Emerald.
Yeah. But in reality, yes, my Citabria is 1,200 pounds. So this is 230 pounds heavier. That's 4-place, 6-cylinder engine.
Yeah, and faster.
Constant speed prop. Yeah, it cruises burning the same fuel about 20 miles an hour faster.
Oh, really? But the same fuel burns as Citabria.
Yeah, because I'm running at 50% power. I'm doing about 135 miles an hour, 140 miles an hour true.
Nice.
On 10 gallons an hour.
And then your flight testing, did you follow the EAA step by step?
Pretty much, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
we have, I don't know if you can see it on here or not, but on the, I got angle of attack, so that's built in here. So
nice.
it gives you starts giving you a warning if you get too high of an angle of attack, approaching stall.
Yeah, a lot of the EFAs have that now as well.
Yeah.
So you have USB ports. Is that can you record the flight? Can you record the flight data from that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't downloaded it yet, but it with my ForeFlight, it automatically goes into my account, and it shows me all my flights and breadcrumbs, whatever you want to call it.
Right. So I'm thinking that would be really handy for the flight testing part, where you could actually go back, download all the data, and then see what.
Yeah, because
What was the stall speed exactly?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of things going on when you're doing the flight testing.
Gives you warnings when stuff's out. So.
Mm-hmm.
GPS lost because we're in a hangar.
And then the paint, what type of paint did you use?
I used Stewart Systems, water-based,
And you sprayed it?
and sprayed it. Yeah, it's a whole system. Every interior, outside, it's all painted with that. Almost like a plastic. Feels real plasticky.
Nice and glossy. It's nice.
Yeah. When I first painted it, and then I'm spraying, and then it looks like it's got a lot of orange peel, and then I'm saying, and then you try to put more on, and this is what the manual says. I just leave it, and then the next day you come in, and it's all just nicely leveled out.
So it all flows out. Okay.
Yeah. So this all looked like orange peely at the beginning, and then at the end it came out pretty nice. Cowlings, I got. You notice there's no fasteners on the cowling.
Yeah. Oh, there you are. Very slick. Run it right to the inside.
There it is. Made all these. This is my
It's your heater box.
yep. Power well shut off. So you got power on the green. So it's safe. See the thing on there? So if mags are on, they will give you a red. So,
And that's why you want red lights.
so that shows that it slides. And when they're off, green.
Okay. So this is a pretty common system for attaching cowlings, using the piano hinge and then pulling the
Quite a
the
few
wire
airplanes
out.
have that.
Yeah.
Some are like, I can't remember what name, Murphy. They just butt up, and then this pin goes through there. You don't have a little bit of overhang.
Yeah. The RV guys do the same thing.
Yeah, this is an RV 10 baffle kit for the IO 540, so we had to modify it a bit. We put a 4-inch prop extension on, so we'd have room for the air box down in there.
Right.
So there's a K&N air filter in there, and then the inlets, one on this side, one on that side. Each side is the same size as the throttle body, so that if one gets completely plugged, it'll still run properly. And then on the other side, I've got a alternate air, which is the same size too, behind the air filter. So if the filter gets plugged, have alternate air.
Yeah. If one filter gets plugged full of grasshoppers, like the other one is too.
Yeah.
Well, that's a very nice system. I had a Grumman Cheetah for a number of years, and it used a similar system up here too. So it's really nice. You lift up the cowling, and you can see half the engine. Everything is out there.
Yeah.
You're not peeking through some little dinky little door to see if there's anything dripping or hanging or what's going. You can actually see what's happening.
And I had just an opening at the beginning, and it wasn't enough airflow. So then I put the little scoops on the outside. So that's just run my front and rear heat.
And do you have?
Betterman's exhaust. They built the exhaust for it. So
That's very nice.
put a cowl flap in. They never had a cowl flap. It was always just fixed. So it's an electric trim actuator. It's actually a bit heavier duty than a trim actuator, but works good for the cowl flap.
Yeah, keeping the temperatures right within the range is always tricky. I think especially with a bigger motor and a tight cowl, but it looks like you did a beautiful job. That's great.
Yeah, it come out good. And really I've flown in like 90-degree weather or plus, and then coldest was like -10 or something, -15, and it's all stays right in where it's supposed to be.
You gonna put it on skis?
I had it on skis already.
Skied in already?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's why I built these here, because usually it's one cover that goes right around the whole thing, like on the Piper. But these are just, they're just little sort of spring that held against it by their own tension. So it moves up and down, one on the inside, one on the outside. And then, because you're going to put skis on, you have to take that off every time, and it would look kind of ugly with the opening. So that's why I did that. Made the cup too. The cup was, we bought it from, and it come down to here, and it sort of butted up against that. But if I'm flying floats, I don't want to have just an ugly bottom holding it. So I made these up.
Now,
About 200 hours just in those alone, trying to get them to work.
wow. And then, so for this system, do you have any sort of anti-abrasion tape
Yeah,
under there?
it's on the back of this.
Oh, okay, all right.
Just Teflon tape. Well, not Teflon tape, it's Mylar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you don't end up, it doesn't scratch up the finish on the
No,
the landing gear at all.
No, it doesn't do anything. It just, the Mylar doesn't.
Yeah, you can tell I can tell I'm talking to an expert here when I look at the wheel chocks. Most of us use a chunk of 2x4 cut into a triangle with a rope in between them, and these are custom made, obviously. A little different.
Yeah.
Wing
Wingtips. Made them from styrofoam, and it covered up with a hot knife,
Oh
hot
yeah.
wire, and then I covered it with 2 layers of fiberglass and 2 layers of carbon fiber and 1 layer of fiberglass, and then sanded it down. I vacuum bagged it, and then sanded it down. And
Well, you did use a
That's pretty
vacuum
solid.
system. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the vacuum system really isn't that difficult to set up once you've got the
Little
mats and everything. It's,
little vacuum pump and down this stuff.
yeah. When I was working at Red River College, they would get the nipples from Boeing, because I guess they'd order truckloads of those things, and after you use them once, you throw them out. So they figure, well, they're still good. It's just pulling up the air out of the bag, and you've got enough tubing. You shouldn't be getting any glue up in the nipple.
Yeah.
So they would just give them away to Red River. That was great.
That's all of that.
Yep.
Made the tail wheel from scratch too.
Okay, because there's a lot of commercially available tail wheels. Now you made your own.
Yeah.
So is that a walking tail wheel?
Yep.
Okay.
Just trying to get it straight here. So I'll show you how that works.
Sure.
It's there. Wheels that.
There we go.
That's how easy it unlocks and locks.
Uh-huh.
Another mod we did up here is, because us old guys, this tail's weighing way over 100 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody's got it down here, but everybody's struggling down there, so we put it up here. So now it's not up or down, it's just straight pull, and it's easy for moving around.
Now our Emerald.
Push up here,
Yeah.
or you can push back here a bit, you know. It's easier for moving it around.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of tail draggers use some sort of a system like that. I know our Emerald often has just a tube running through the back. The same idea, you can pick up the tail and move it around. But of course, it's a smaller plane, a lighter plane. This is much more substantial.
Yes. You're not going to move it easily.
Yeah.
And then the elevator trim, I mounted them right in the elevators.
Mm-hmm.
The trim actuator right there.
Okay, that's your servo.
That's my servo, yeah.
Right on.
Mounted in here and put in after.
Great idea.
So it's the same thickness as that. No big ugly fairings.
And of course, fabric covering on the tail feathers as well, or
Yeah.
on the whole plane actually.
No, the wings aren't.
The wings are metal. All
Yeah.
right.
You can see the top of that servo
Oh yeah,
right
there
there.
it is.
So I made it just fit in there. You can
Beautiful.
see it better on here.
That's a pretty small rudder trim.
Yeah.
Is it enough?
No, it's not enough. I should have made it bigger, but that's one of the things when you first, it wasn't in the plans, but really, you never hardly ever use it. So, if I did it again, I would not put one in.
Okay. It is extra complexity and extra weight and everything else.
Here, I made these 2 pieces, one each side, and I took a piece of tubing, I cut it longitudinally in half, then got a smaller one, and then you put it in a vise and squash it, so it's got the nice perfect round shape, so it fits in there, so it looks like one piece, but it's actually 2 pieces.
Ah, that's it. Now you built this from plans,
Yep.
so no kit at all.
No.
Yeah, scratch built. Same with the Emerald, it's all scratch built. You get plans and just start buying material.
Yep.
Whereas ours was mostly assembled when we got it, but you actually started just from the plans and went from there.
Yep. That's washcraft.
Oh.
Some guy taxing out.
No.
It
Hit your rudder?
hit his wing tip on here, and it's carbon fiber. I had my control locks in, knocked the lock right out, and then there was a bunch of carbon fiber pieces on my elevator.
Yeah, it's a busy place. It's crazy.
Yeah, guys don't watch. See, got I put float fittings in.
Oh, okay.
They go right here. 1 bolt there and 2 bolts on the bottom, so bolts right on there. And then there's for my water rudders. This is the car to go in.
It's a 4-door.
These are my control locks I made.
Oh, okay, very nice.
They knocked that right out.
Just slips right in. Eh?
Yeah. Made them the day before I went to Oshkosh. It was a rush job.
Should have. Note to self: when you go to Oshkosh, bring pylons, bright orange pylons, and
Yeah.
lots of them.
These get on there nice.
Okay. That's
Basically
really
the same
good.
as here.
Very smooth.
Yes.
There's your flats. Well, that's great, George. Don't know if we need anything else there. I really appreciate you showing us around. It's a beautiful job. Thank you.
Put sliding windows in,
Oh, for toll booths, yeah, you gotta have that. Yeah.
and you know that there's no scratches on it.
Oh.
I used 1/2-inch puckboard from a hockey arena, and I cut it. I put grooves in it, so it slides in the grooves,
And so they're not touching at all.
not touching.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
And then whatever you got on, skis, floats.
That's awesome.